Good morning and buenos dias. I am Abu Sha'b and welcome back for another lesson in Puerto Rican Expressions. This morning we're going to take a look at a peculiarity of the Spanish language, and that is that there are two verbs to express the idea to be in English. Estar and SER are both verbs that can be translated as to be. I believe this is peculiar to the Spanish language. I know that this doesn't exist in French or German, but I'm not sure about the other three Romance languages, which are Italian, Portuguese, and the lesser known Romanian. Estar and SER. How do you use them? When do you use them? Well, the rule of thumb is really quite simple. However, there are quite a few exceptions to it. The rule of thumb is that estar is used to express a temporary situation, something that's going to change, while SER is used to express a permanent situation, such as where you are from, or who you are, or what your name is, even though you can change your name in your life. So let's take a look at a couple of nouns that are derived from these two verbs. From the verb estar, we get the noun el bienestar, which is the welfare. El bienestar de los niños, the welfare of the children. Bienestar, welfare. El ser humano is a human being, the human being. El ser is the being. El ser vivo, the living being. El ser vivo, the living being. Now the most commonly used form of estar is probably ¿Cómo estás tú? How are you? This is your situation. Obviously this is temporary, it can change. But when we use that too familiar form with the verb ser, we have to ask a question that's about a permanent situation, such as ¿Quién eres tú? ¿Quién eres tú? Who you are, who are you? Who you are will never change. Even if you change your name, you'll still be you. ¿Quién eres? ¿Quién eres tú? Who are you? Now, for the I form, yo estoy en camino. Now this is the most common way in Puerto Rican Spanish to say I'm on my way. Yo estoy en camino. Ya yo estoy en camino. I'm already on my way. Ya is already in Spanish. Now the I form for the verb ser is yo soy. This is a permanent condition. I am. Yo soy. Yo soy de Wisconsin. I am from Wisconsin. Yo soy de Wisconsin. I am from Wisconsin. Now for the he or she form of the verb estar, we can say él or ella está afuera. This doesn't change with the masculine and feminine. Él or ella está afuera. This is literally he or she is outside, but in Puerto Rican Spanish, this almost always means that they're up in the United States. When we say está afuera, usually we mean they're in Florida or New York or Pennsylvania, right? Or Hartford, Connecticut. Él or ella under the verb ser is es. The verb is conjugated to es. No es así? Isn't it like that? Él or ella es muy católico. Here we find that católico is Catholic. He or she is very Catholic. Católico or católica, Catholic. Remember that the Spanish language was formed when the church was the dominant power in Europe, and people didn't really have a choice about their religion, so your religion was considered in the Spanish language to be a permanent condition. You're born into the Catholic Church, you're born into the Catholic religion in Spain and the New World in Latin America. So, él or ella es muy católico. He or she is very Catholic. Es. Ellos or ellas, the plural, them, whether it's feminine. Ellos is a group of people. Ellas is a group of all females. Están en casa, they are at home. They are at home. You don't need to use a pronoun with this because we can tell from the verb conjugation están that you're talking about them, whether it be feminine or masculine. Están en casa, they are at home. Ellas or ellos, if it's all girls, ellas. If it's mixed group or all males, you say ellos. Ellos son Boricua, they are Puerto Rican. Boricua is used, it's not pluralized. Boricua is both singular and plural to say Puerto Rican in Puerto Rican Spanish. Now one of the peculiarities of how these two verbs are categorized is that the situation of being dead, whether it's a masculine person or animal, we say está muerto, and for a feminine we say está muerta. However, this is considered to be a temporary situation because of the close ties that Spanish has to the Catholic religion and doctrine, that dead people are awaiting the day of resurrection, so being dead is a temporary situation in the Spanish language. A permanent situation used to be in the Spanish language being married. However, we used to say yo soy casado, él es casado, ella es casada. But nowadays, hoy en día, people tend to use the verb estar as they tend to think of marriage as a less permanent situation, unfortunately. Yo estoy casado. It's really more correct to say yo soy casado. Well, I hope you learned a little bit about how to use these two verbs to say to be in Spanish. Thank you very much for viewing and have a great day.